Cornwallis?
I do. Are you live?
Just getting practice in.
Oh, you're live.
It's live, yeah. You are recorded.
Okay. Can I play?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to Pinball still, or no?
I think our little game ends. So, this is Mariana. Get a shovel.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on! What? I think I broke it.
You broke it? Where's it at? Oh, you did break it. I guess I'll have to unbreak that.
Yay!
Alright. Stop breaking things. You got it.
I got one. Oh, wait, what? Can I finish? Umbrella guy.
Yeah.
Alright, well that completely screwed up my game, but whatever.
It happens.
Whatevs. I can deal. Chill, bro. Chill. Dad,
Yep.
do you want to watch Supernatural tonight?
Maybe? I got a pack.
Huh?
I'm heading to DEF CON.
Oh yeah. Do you have Skype or something? Like FaceTime or something?
Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like. I always have like a basic idea, but it's always just like in my mind. It's just a room with a bunch of hackers doing hackery stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
But I want to see what it looks like. Are there any pictures of it, like of the places where you walk around?
Yeah.
Really just got here.
There's a picture from DEF CON. One of the art winners is here.
Okay. So can you just do that?
Hmm?
Can you just do that on the screen?
Yeah.
Could you pull up videos?
I could, but I don't want to.
So you could like watch TV while playing pinball.
You could, but you wouldn't play very well.
Yeah. Sure. Interesting. much better. Nice. Good job.
You've had plenty. This sort of not make any trouble.
gotta wait till it's at the bar above the top of that arrow. Who will think of the children?
Got me.
You have total control over the screen.
He likes
It's
to
a
send
Windows, it's an X Windows display under the hood. So what's happening is the operating system is running FFmpeg to capture the X11 display, and then encode it to H.264 format, and then stream it to Twitch. So it's not like the cam. There's only one cam, and that's pointing at the play surface. And then the cam itself is also plugged into the pinball machine. So it's got two captures going: one of the display and one of the webcam, which is kind of crappy resolution, 4x480. And then it also encodes that into H.264 and then runs it to a different Twitch stream, which is why I need to be framed. And then for the interaction part, I just made some CGI binaries with really bad input validation. Like all set UID binaries, probably. Like it's only a copy of the hard drive anyway, so.
So is the video, I'm wondering how it's tied to the actual mechanics. You could put things in triggers that are triggered by actions. You can have your own kinds of displays come up.
Yeah, you can. All the video files that are being played, you can find them on the hard drive and presumably replace them with your own videos if you wanted to. Most of the game data appears to be stored in a MySQL equivalent database. It's either MySQL or Maria, I bet. But I can get around to parsing that yet.
So like that 2200 that comes floating up, that would be, those are sprites? Or just...
Well, I don't really know, because what he did is he basically wrote a full screen program and made it his Windows manager. So instead of spawning LightDM, he just replaced the LightDM entry with his compiled executable game. It's actually just got like a little Intel motherboard in there with a Celeron chip in it. Now, if there was a faster chip, we could do a lot more encoding on board. For example, we could turn all of the 3 different displays into one single image. Streaming service.
So I assume source code is not included.
No. Sadly, no source code was provided. What I did is I used a hardware write blocker to make a copy of the hard drive, and then I restored a copy of the hard drive to my hard drives, and then modified that, booped into Unix single user mode, and then add a user account so I can get back in later, and then just kind of went off from there.
Have other people done this, or did you totally reverse engineer it?
First person. As far as I know, I'm the first person who's ever streamed off of a pinball machine.
This is groundbreaking and historical. Someone should write a book.
One great step for mankind. Oh, that's some good beer. It tastes nice and caramely.
How do you choose to die?
onboard intel, I think. It doesn't take a lot of juice to do that. There's a lot of things I don't know. I'm pretty terrible about understanding the hardware side of it. I only understand the operating system side. It's actually Ubuntu 15.10.
I think it'd be cool if you could like turn on Bitcoin and have the little order.
Yeah, well, somebody would eventually figure out a way to do that if this was badly implemented on a large scale, you know. My spears are claws. Noticed that dragon talks smack quite a lot. It's like the most smack talking in any pinball game ever is this dragon.
What about Medieval Madness?
Well, there is Medieval Madness, yes, I suppose. I'm the Earl of Ego. I'm far superior to you. Oh! Damn it! Ah, that's slow.
There's definitely what's going on.
Hello, Goronic. You gotta keep your eye on the screen to tell me when people are shouting stuff out. I won't be happy till I see Kiefer on there. If anyone watching this has comments or suggestions, you could go put them in that Pinsider thread. We'll go read them every once in a while and answer any questions you might have. I am Bede. We also have here Maelstrom and Cornwallis. I'm not turning my pinball game into a Cylon. This is the only worthy Internet of Thing project ever. Stupid Internet of Internet. People think they need their stupid toasters on the internet. It's nothing. They need to have their pinball on the internet.
Nothing worth getting into.
Well, I care about your home automation. I like the possibilities of, I mean, you could have a global scoreboard set up so that every machine could like port back up to a web server with your high scores, collect them in a SQL database, and then every time a score is submitted, you submit along with it the settings that the game was played under, so that if your game is easier, it gives you like an adjusted score that's less, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have two columns, like raw score and, what? Evil revealed. In the middle of my thing? Whatever. What does evil revealed even mean?
You could have a standard webcam set up to take a picture of your face.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I'm not that pretty. was thinking about too is that in addition to being able to like actually play a game remotely if you wanted to, it would be really good for people who have to have pinball routes because you can check in on your games and see if they're working.
Oh yeah.
If somebody says there's something stuck, the webcam could come out and you can extend the webcam, look at the play surface, find out if it's turned off and therefore not making any money, find out if there's balls stuck and what you need to do to fix them.
How do you choose to die?
Hello, test message. I haven't seen any obnoxious images yet. Okay, if you guys and gals are actually watching this, I have no idea who is. Hey, Australia, nice. Give a shout out. Tell us where you're from. Alright, this was non-productive. Yeah, sometimes when the screen changes too much, it'll lose the message. Like that just happened right there. Cornwallis, your turn.
Eddie. Oh, come on! Oh, wait, did I beat you?
Oh, no, sorry. Extra ball.
Here's another problem.
Sorry, Cornwallis.
Oh.
Ah, too weak.
Too many characters.
When I was trying to before, if it was too many characters, it would just go and fill the screen, but it could be something wrong with that. It can only do one horizontal line as far as I know. So yeah, you're probably limited by a small sentence.
The last light of Durin's day will shine.
But most often, if the message doesn't stay for a few seconds, it's because something changed on the display, like it went into some new display mode or something. Ah, very nice. Good job. Thank you. Yep, so we got there's a Pinside forum message going that we'll be checking throughout the hour if you want to type out any questions or anything like that. And I am from Michigan, by the way. So this pinball machine is in Hazlet, Michigan, which is about 10 minutes away from the East Lansing Pinball Pete's and about 45 minutes away from the Ann Arbor Pinball Pete's. And in fact, Pinball Pete's is where I get my support. Possibly tomorrow, I will be at the Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas. Oh, I hate that. I'm going to have to fix that. So I can go say hello to Tim and see if he's got one of these yet. So, as you may know, there's a few mechanical type issues that still need to be worked out, like balls getting trapped and pop-ups and things like that, but this is a good example of it. But I guess I'm not going to complain about a multi-ball where I only have one ball to handle. Uh-oh, now we're done for. 2 balls stuck in the trap. Alright, now I gotta get my keys.
The realities of meat space.
Is iron.
Wait, it's not your turn. Balls are... Oh, holy crap, it came loose. That almost never fixes itself. Shut up, Cornwallis. Who needs to hear that from you, Cornwallis? The Mountaineers? What the hell are Mountaineers? I don't know what the Mountaineers are. If you wanted to, you could go refresh that page and see if anyone has a comment. Ah, Appalachian State, gotcha. So, if any of you are Hobbit owners, there's some good information to know, which is I can tell you the exact motherboard that's in use in here. And they cost only about $40 on Newegg right now, so you could stock up and get yourself a backup motherboard in case the board on your own system dies someday, and then you won't have to scramble around on eBay looking for some crappy old motherboard. I've searched and searched, and then I finally found my keys. It's an Intel motherboard, and it is an MSI. It's one of their small form factor, like military grade capacitor. It's a pretty good choice, I think, for a motherboard. I can look up in my notes, but I could also just post a link to Newegg. I bought a backup before anyone else could get to one, and it was like $40. It's got, I think, 8 gigs of RAM and a fairly slow 2-core Celeron into it. Now, if we actually put in a beefy CPU, we could do a lot better video. You could tell the video isn't that great, mainly because there's a lot going on. The compression of the back glass, which is a 1920 by 1080 image, compressing that down takes a Unix process that runs at about 39% of CPU. So if we were really going to try and stream this right, which would mean combining all the videos into one and then making a single stream, we'd have to have a bit more horsepower, or have a secondary machine to do the secondary conversion, you know, like stream it in MPEG and then recompose it. Yeah, it does have yeah. So it has a dedicated GPU. It's basically just a Linux operating system under the hood. Like a boss. Confused? Is there any questions?
Yeah, well, no questions. This has to be a first for Pinball.
Yeah, as far as I know, I've never heard of anyone else who has ever live streamed from a pinball game directly from the pinball machine hardware, and this is only possible because of the badass way that Jersey Jack Pinball made their game. I have to say that this is my favorite game of all time. It has a few mechanical problems here and there, but it's just fun as hell. It's well designed. I like it. I like it a lot. I bought it sight unseen, and I don't regret it at all.
The idea of a global high scores list is a great idea, but there are so many ways to cheat the system if you're really maintaining that score.
Yeah, so actually I can think of a few ways where you could make it difficult to cheat the high score system. One is that you can make a unique identifier for each machine. In addition, you can make a unique identifier for each machine, which is based on like the serial number or the MAC address of the Ethernet card that's on the motherboard. So you could set it up so that when a machine goes to upload its score, you could do some hashing and then use the hash information. Oh, damn it, Beavis. You could use some hashes to make sure that people aren't scamming you. So it is theoretically possible to do a global scoreboard in a secure way. Yeah, eventually it could be hacked, but you could make it pretty secure. Yeah, it's your turn, Cornwallis.
Comments aren't rolling in very fast.
That's alright. Refresh that. 40 by 2160.
Like, all hope and humanity. Goodbye.
You alright here, Cornwallis?
I sort of answer, unless you somehow lose points.
Today's pinball game is brought to you by Dark Horse Beers. Smells like a safety meeting. India Pale Ale. So when you think about it, there's pretty much nothing internet-y you couldn't do with this if you really wanted to. And in fact, the little lower left-hand panel where you can type in a comment, that's actually a web server running on the pinball game. that I'm redirecting through my firewall. So when you use that little panel to upload a file, you're actually uploading it to the pinball game, where it then runs a Unix program called XView to display it on the display. Or if you type a comment, it runs it through a shell script to run something that's called GX message. I just made it fancier looking, using slightly better fonts and such. No, but we could very easily have it run a video. And there's no reason we can't have it run a video in a location of our choosing. But it might do animated GIFs, so we're trying. So anyone out there has an animated GIF, give it a shot and see if it works.
What about a console window that updates in real time?
Like what?
Like if somebody gets on there and just starts compiling things, I don't know. Editing.
That just looked black. I think that was just an image of black. Maybe that was an animated GIF somebody tried to do. Alright, Maelstrom. You ready?
Sure.
Launch the ball.
Bounce much? Oh, you bastage. You're up, Maelstrom.
Okay.
I am up. Ready.
I was gonna try to animate it.
I'd be surprised if the animated GIF works, but who knows? Ah. Hey, Ottawa! Banana Man! Banana Man's not moving. Yeah, that, I think I had a shell strip go awry. The one that I was using to put the little go to pin side. It'll be on the big monitor in a putty session. Or something.
Hold that track, you got a big window.
Nah, I got it.
Okay.
Is it me? It's your turn. Somebody asked what my occupation was. I'm an information security person, so back in the day I hacked into people and told them how to fix their systems so that other people couldn't do it. And as a matter of fact, I'm getting up to go to Las Vegas tomorrow morning at about 4:30 for the DEF CON security conference, which is the biggest gaggle of goofballs you've ever seen, and a lot of fun. Alright, I'm about to show the motherboard brand, or the motherboard model on the screen here.
Ah. The MSI H81 MC33. Alright, you're up.
It appears to be, yes. I obviously don't have the source code, but it is definitely it's one big honkin' binary with a whole lot of libraries. It probably could be, but I could tell you also that there is a DRM protection for the HASP. So there's a USB HASP on there that if you wanted to reverse engineer or whatever, even like run this code on another machine, you'd have to have an appropriately licensed dongle. So while you could make modifications, maybe, it would be very difficult to, in fact, clone the game because you need that hasp for the stuff to work. Nice evil face there. And then when we get towards the end of the job, or the end of the hour, I will take the webcam down and then kind of show you what the environment looked like and what the insides of the machine looked like and where I plug things in. Yeah, it would be really cool if somebody could like develop mod kits, or even if JJP could. Oh, that's a nice little blue bar. Thanks a lot, buddy. Even if JJP could think about incorporating some of these things. I mean, the system is so well designed and has so much possibility. It's amazing. You know, there's just nothing you can't do with this thing because it's got a good platform. It's like Pinball 2000, except it works.
I think our little game ends here.
I see. Salvador Dali is into pinballs. Let's see, here we go. There's my highest score. So far, this is my highest score on a 3-ball game, but I have it set so that instead of getting a replay, you get a chunk of extra points. So that's kind of cheating.
Some may imagine that noble
Didn't need
boys
quite that many.
deserve-
We'll go 4-player. Well, why don't you be 1 and 3? I'll be 2 and 4.
Get going.
I say we don't party.
If you wait till the end of the hour, I'll show you the mount that I made. It's pretty MacGyver. It's not very good, but it looks slightly better than those PVC ones I saw in the forum. At least I think so. And it stays where I put it. I'm trying to get my son to understand the next step up from like random duct taping includes, you know, like mounts and rotating elbows and so on. Yeah, right about once we get to the hour, I'll take the camera down and then give you a quick walkthrough on how I set it up.
I really like heat shrink tubing instead of the.
Was that a comment?
No, that was me.
Oh.
In real time.
Oh! No, my precious.
Keep going.
Hey.
What has roots as nobody sees
Oh, nobody cares how long.
is taller than trees. It bears and yet never grows.
Mountains. Oh! Dag nabbit.
To me,
It is you, Maelstrom.
Let's try that again.
dag nabbit.
Careful. Hesitation shall get you nowhere.
Alright, so Sulkad is in Williamston, Michigan, and he could be at my house in about 15 minutes and actually get to play on this stream if he wanted to, because I live no more than 15 minutes from Williamston, maybe 10.
Fame and film is forever.
Oh, come on now. Ball search me. Search my balls. Search them.
Not without a warrant.
Or at least a 20 folded up nice and tight. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh great, now it's stuck. Open the case on it again. Oh my god. Oh my Gurgen. Gurgen Flurgen.
What is it?
That's right. Go down there. Yeah, I assume you could do it for Wizard of Oz. I don't have a Wizard of Oz game. If somebody gives me a Wizard of Oz game, I will root it and then tell you.
Very good, very good.
Maybe Jersey Jack will give me a job. Not like I need more actual work, but I do need more pinball games.
Yeah, I bet you can make an app and stream the output to the app, so if people had to go to the bathroom, they could see what was going on with the game.
Oh yeah. Well, you could take, sure. I mean, if you had to take a crap, you could just take your tablet with you and watch it in the bathroom. I don't see why not. Speaking of crap, that was a pretty bad way to go down.
Hurry up.
I bet you could put your own sound effects into this, couldn't you? I mean, I don't know if they're in standard format. You'd imagine they'd be ogg
I think they're all, what are they? FLVs or BICs? I forget. I'm sorely tempted to fix this stupid pop-up. That's like pit stop pinball tune-up right there.
It's always exciting when the door opens.
I know. You can push all those shiny buttons. Hello, Ollie. Ollie, Oxenfree. Alright, mail.
Alrighty. Gonna put a Windows logo up there.
Oh, they're not Windows, you bastard.
Come on, people, we're hungry.
Oops. That's fast. in time for DEF CON, I just realized.
Yeah, I'm flying to DEF CON tomorrow.
Yeah, are you going to show off your video?
I don't have a session. Are you going?
I wish I was. No,
That sucks.
My boss had to get surgery, so I couldn't really take the same time off.
Ooh, that's ugly looking. I don't know what somebody just uploaded, but whatever that was, that don't work. Tell me what that was. I'd be interested to know. Maybe there's something I can fix. Was it maybe a tiff or something weird?
You have a Bible?
Yeah, on the rail. Somebody tried to type a message and they got pimped by the screen change, I can see. Yeah, that's not any better. What are you trying to upload, PDFs or something? It looks like a portrait-sized piece of paper. It should take PNG, GIF, JPEG, all that kind of stuff pretty well. Oh, dude.
That looks kind of cool.
Oh, that's nasty. Windows 7?
Oh, that's not a big, but...
Let's throw my game off.
Are you logging these messages?
No, I'm not logging the messages, except for I'm screen capturing the session somewhere for posterity. Although I could log the messages, I just never bothered. It was enough work just to get it to be able to do this, let me tell you. It took many, many hours of dinking around to figure out how this thing worked.
Keep going! How do you choose to die? This is only very true. No one told us.
Whoa, what the?
Wow!
Popeye? Really? Popeye?
That exceeds the parameters of the original intention.
What exactly am I looking at there? But yeah, if you get an image that's 1920 by 1080, you should be able to completely overlay the entire display. Which probably I wouldn't notice because there's so many things to look at in this game that I rarely see them all in the first place. You gotta have a wingman like Maelstrom here just to tell you when things are happening.
Even then, you'll probably miss some.
Take that and double it.
So this isn't screen, it's...
No, that's backglass. But in the conventional sense.
Do you have to do anything there to return the normal image after you said it's, or does it refresh by itself?
What I did is I made it so that the two utilities that I'm using through Unix, one is called GX Message, that's the one that displays like a message banner, and the other one is XLI, which is basically XLoad image. I set a delay so that they only display for 10 seconds. So every time they get invoked, there's a maximum of 10 seconds that they'll be on the screen.
So it's a new window and it's appearing in front of the other one.
Yeah, every time it's a new program, a new invocation.
How do you choose to die?
So we have Australia here. Is there anyone from outside of the US besides Australia that wants to give a shout out? is that? Scott Bale? Or what? Maelstrom, come look at this. Is that Scott Bale?
Oh wow, JDP rocks.
JDP does rock. And in very large letters that obscure my dragon. Multi-ball. Too many balls you have. That was fortuitous. La 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 la. Oh, that was 1920 by 1280?
Yeah, well, that were 24 by 7.
Oh yeah, so the back glass is a full 1080p, so the full back glass should be 1920 by 1280, if I'm not mistaken. And then the little, I didn't capture the little side monitor, which is also a VGA monitor, the one that shows you like information on what your mode is. I didn't get around to capturing that one, but I could have. I was really just trying to show what could be done rather than do all the work myself, to be honest with you. Ah, damn it, Beavis.
Well, that was a...
Oh, that's a screen cap of a game.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be the highest resolution of 1920 by 1280. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a little oversized. I never tested all the resolution. And if you actually start digging into this, you'll notice that there's actually like one big X Windows display with this screen and then the little tiny screen sitting next to it at low res, which we could carve out using FFmpeg. So the way all this stuff is getting on the internet is we're running a program called FFmpeg, which is capturing the video from the X11 display natively and then streaming it to Twitch, which means it's putting a lot of compression load on the box. So the box really isn't fast enough to do a super amount of compression. Like if we compressed everything and made it look really pretty and had a fast internet connection, it would start to dog. It's only a Celeron after all. Pinball pool. Pinball pool.
It looks like a pretty good resolution. That's better than 640 by 480.
Well, the only reason I say it's 1080 is when it boots up, you can see the little bootloader saying 1080p. So maybe it's 4K and it's just not using all its modes or something. I don't know. That's a lot closer. Or maybe it's protecting part of the screen. It doesn't seem like anything has gotten over that bottom part. Maybe the bottom part where the score goes is somehow like got a special control on it or something. Because I've never seen an entire screen filled with this, no matter how big the picture was. Oh, that should have worked. Perfect. I'm kissing Gandalf's forehead. taste like mushrooms. You're up, Mel.
Alrighty. Okay, now that came out a lot bigger. That's a 909 by 900 or something like that. Wonder how it... Oh, there we go. We got a huge image here. A mailbox and a tree.
Whoa, yeah. I don't know whose mailbox that is, but
That was kind of beautiful, actually.
I've never seen anything take over that bottom inch or so.
All hail Gibbers Crabs. Incoming.
Oh, we got doubled.
Yeah.
Didn't like something about that.
Got a huge, what I'm guessing is a 4. You just suck. Pirates rule.
I missed that last one. Whatever that last one was, repeat it. You bastard! Maybe we should stick to 2-player this time.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, Master Baggins.
Alright, we'll do one more game here, and then I'll see if I can take the webcam off and kind of show you how things are plugged in.
Returning to the fighting.
Thank you. I thought it was a cool idea. And I can just never get enough of that guy. I'm still wondering who it is.
Oh, he seems to be from the 80s.
Definitely 80s. It's not Rick Astley, is it?
No.
Oh, nice lucky bounce.
I've been rickrolled enough times to know that much.
I mean, I'm thinking it looks like Ralph Macchio. And hello to you as well.
Hello, hello. Is there anybody out there?
Time to make some judgment calls. I am a lover of the Archer.
Uncle Jesse, bro.
Hey, did you get that thing? You know, the thing that I gave you, the thing that I sent you. You know, did you get the thing? Talk the Mind Taker. That show's not even in the air, on the air anymore, is it? Or on the tubes, anyway. I got this DVD game that plays on my my Wii. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. There's a lot of Mentalk the Mind Taker in there. No, I'm not working with JGP on this. I was afraid they'd get mad at me for even trying this, because theoretically they could rightfully get mad at me. So I'm only just doing a proof of concept. But who knows, you know, maybe there's some potential there. I got a full-time job already. I don't really need, like, extra work or money, but I sure do need more pinball games, so, you know, if that could lead to me getting more pinball games, then I would totally work with them.
That message is well-played a bit.
Yeah, that's script I got running, just to tell people where to comment. And after this thing is done, if you have comments and stuff, let's keep that thread alive. I'll post the video capture of this later on. And as I said, after this game is over, I'll see if I can detach the webcam. Ryan, good old Ryan, my shooting buddy. Who'll be debauching himself in Las Vegas. Not really Ryan's wife. He really won't be debauching himself. He'll be safe, don't worry. I'll keep him on the straight and narrow. Yeah, you ran over. I totally could put in usernames. The convention would be to type your own username and then a colon and then your message. But it absolutely could be done that way.
What about a way to poll games to see what the highest score is?
Oh yeah, that'd be easy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Mine now. I'm getting weird confusion. Oh, dude, what is it with this guy? Hey, Renee. I need a pop culture identification over here. I'm calling my wife. She knows more 80s actors.
Oh, nope. Never mind.
It's gone now. She's got to be Johnny on the spot to get these things. They only last a few seconds.
I think I'm going to grab your beer, but...
Well.
I need computer that's good enough for you is good enough for...
Oh, that's John Stamos.
Who? John Stamos? Oh, it's John Stamos. Alright, who's got the John Stamos obsession? Somebody own up to it. I want to know who out there has been spamming me with John Stamos. Ah, well thanks DMB Junkie, but we just figured that one out. Although I realized that you said it first before my wife, but in real life, it didn't quite help me.
How do you choose to die?
Does DMB mean Department of Management and Budget? Because if it does, I'm frightened. Or maybe it's some kind of acronym for John Stamos Junkie, I don't know. Oh, I thought that was gonna bounce. Ooh, you almost got full screen.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It's just protecting that lower side, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I think I would really prefer the Fonz, if at all possible.
Turn this into a chat system where people, you can just keep the messages on there with the username prefixing the message.
Oh yeah, I could have logged them, I just didn't.
And you can actually have your voice kind of...
Although actually, come to think of it, I did log them because they're on the web server log.
Like your entry into the chat system could be your voice. You could use some kind of digitization and...
Wait, and when it gets into the blue range, hit it.
Where was the blue range?
On screen.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so much to look at.
Yeah, I know. Just gave you a janky little crap old blue range anyway. Alright. Last ball. I'm convinced that this lock in the middle is the best points if you can roll over all of them. There's so much to know about this game, I don't hardly understand it at all.
I love the magnets and their effect on the ball. It keeps it interesting.
Whatever that message was, we missed it. Just got pimped by the screen change time. I mean, when you think about it, this really opens up vast vistas of new possibilities for heckling people.
Oh, yeah.
You could cyberstalk people's pinball games, you know, like...
Put up fake information that looks like the real game. I don't know if that exists anywhere else.
I had to spend some time to find a font that looked correct, too. Went out on the web, went out on the inner tubes and found me a font that looked Tolkien-ish.
That's cool.
Alright, there we go, there's the fonts. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I'm happy with my Henry now.
that's much less than there's an animation.
Yeah, that's exactly true. If the screen is changing a lot, you'll lose your message because it doesn't persist. I think it does some screen refreshes. It just kind of depends. I think it's like different programs run different like animations, and when it jumps between programs, it does that. It is hilarious. I'm a licensed private investigator. I'm all about stalking people. That is an annoying noise.
Yeah. I don't remember hearing that before. What's that?
It's the drop targets going nuts.
Oh.
And they never shut up. Drive you freaking crazy. Ha ha! Ha! Take that! And that! Oh, Henry. Is that Henry? Don't be giving me no Jack Black, though. I do not like Jack Black. I'm a PI because I do computer security stuff. It's required by law to be a PI to do computer forensics where I live. How do you get it? Okay. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to attempt to take the camera down here. So give me a moment and I'll show you how the setup is. Since I'm using the only webcam, you'll have to kind of just look at the mountings and stuff as they are. And then I'll show you an inside view of the pinball game. I won't show you an inside view of the operating system, but if you know your way around Unix, you can figure this out just as easily as me. I could not code my way out of a wet paper bag. I do not know how to program. I'm just a butch and hack technician. That's about all there is to it. I am, however, able to do enough to hack into people's stuff, which seems to serve me pretty well in my job. Alright, so
Larry, Curly, and Moe came up with
yeah, I saw that. Larry, Curly, and Moe. Alright, so this side is up. Could you watch the other display, make sure I'm not messing something up? So, alright, here's my game. And here you can see the mounting apparatus that I used. I actually took like an old soldering iron station where they have like the alligator clips. And then I went out and got a metal rod from Home Depot and put it in there myself. So having something that doesn't mess up is pretty nice, because you know, having a webcam that's just duct tape and jiggles around all the time, that sucks. So that's my mounting apparatus. In terms of the game itself, let me open it up and I'll show you. You can see the webcam is basically going down under there. And then over on this side, you can see the Ethernet cable, which is connected to my Ethernet switch.
I don't think we're seeing what you're showing, are we? Right now we're seeing the wall.
Well, I don't know. It should be showing what I think, but keep an eye on it. It's 15-second delay, remember.
Oh, there we go. That's what it is.
So, let's open this sucker up, and I'll show you a few of the pieces inside. Pardon me while I remove my glass. All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So this is the guts of the game right here. You will notice in this corner that you have an Intel CPU and you have an MSI H81MP33 motherboard. It's running Ubuntu 15.10, and it's got all kind of shenanigans going on to audio. So they take the audio and they make it gooder. All of this stuff, I don't know. I do not understand anything about pinball mechanics. I only know computers. In terms of what I changed, the only thing I changed from the stock game is three things. One, I plugged the webcam into the little USB port that you're supposed to use for updates and for putting on pictures. Two, I made a copy of the hard drive using a write blocker so that I have not modified the original hard drive. I have the original hard drive that came with the computer set aside so that if I ever screw it up, despite whether I voided my warranty, which is quite likely by now, I still have a backup copy of the computer as it's supposed to work. So learn how to make a copy of a hard drive using the DD program, and that will serve you well. And then way in the back, you can see the motherboard itself. And the only thing I did over there was plug in an Ethernet cord to an existing Ethernet connection. Now I will say that one problem that I ran into is that there was a lot of USB problems, and I think that's because they used USB for some of the control systems. There was one in here that I had problems with when I first got my game. I'm trying to find it, but you could see where did that thing go? They have USB for a lot of the electromechanical stuff, and when I run my webcam, it tends to really mess things up. And like, for example, if I run my webcam like I have today, and then I stop it, the second time I run it, I'll get a lot of problems with the USB bus. In other words, the USB bus is going to piss and moan that there's all kinds of problems on it, and it's going to run really slow. So there's a lot of constraints on making this thing work correctly, and hence it took me a while to get it all figured out. So that being that, that's about what I know. You can see the motherboard back here, H81M P33. Buy them off Newegg while you can, while they're still in, new. And if you own a game, it's worth the $40 to get one. If we upgraded that CPU right there, we could do a whole lot more with it. So the game was kind of stressing out, mainly because we have a basic Celeron unit there. It does not have wireless, but it does have wired Ethernet. That being said, it would be very easy to throw in a $10 wireless dongle if you happen to run an arcade or something like that. Here's the original hard drive in its packaging, which again, I didn't modify in any way. I used a write blocker, which is a forensic technique to make sure that you don't get any changes to it. And it's all good to go. So that's what I know about the pinball game, and I think there's a lot of potential. I think Jersey Jack did a great job with this platform, and I hope that they succeed. I really love this game. I think it's one of the best games ever made. And I encourage you all to buy one, and encourage you to, go to your pinball arcades locally, pay some money, keep them in business, and that kind of stuff. Lastly, I'll say, peace out.